of getting to the point where if I'm not the breadwinner, or if I don't somehow make my life lead me up to making income for two, I don't think that I'm going to be able to be with this person. And it just really sucks. I'm dating a broke guy, and it really, really sucks because he has the best personality, hands down. I have so much fun with him, but it's like it's gotten to the point where right now I'm not doing as financially well as I normally do. So in the past, like, we have taken trips, but I've paid for the trips, I've paid for the hotel, I've paid for the rental of the car. If we've been to concerts, I've paid for the tickets. He does what he can when he can, but he doesn't do enough. You know what I'm saying? But he does what he can when he can. But it's gotten to the point where it definitely sucks because I'm not doing as well financially. I can't afford to do things for two people. I can't even afford to do things just myself right now. So because I can't afford to do things for two, we actually don't do anything. We haven't done anything. Like, if I'm being for real, for honest, like in September, for my birthday month, he does celebrate me around those times, though. He does celebrate me around the holidays. He does celebrate me around my birthday. But yeah, it's been October, November, December, January. So for the past 4 months, me and him, we just been like sitting ducks. And yeah, it sucks. Like, it's crazy because I feel like females come online and talk about, like, look what he bought me, look what he got me, look at where he took me. It's like the ones that are dating the broke men, we don't talk about it. But it's like, no, I mean, I don't know. There has to be like a conversation about it. And it really sucks because I feel like it's kind of getting to the point where if I'm not the breadwinner, or if I don't somehow make my life lead me up to making income for two, I don't think that I'm going to be able to be with this person. And it just really sucks because like I said, he has like the best personality, hands down. So I'm on here to ask, what do I do? And don't be too cold. Like, don't be too rude. You know what I'm saying? Because I had my narcissist ex-boyfriend who made way more money than I did. And that wasn't the answer. Like, so it's like, where is the common ground? Like, and obviously I do have a little bit of fear. Like, if I stay with him during this whole time and I continue to help out, is he gonna just walk away when he does better? It's just, it's so scary. It's so crazy because it's like, I really, really like him, and I really, 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 like, don't want to, like, not be with him, but at the same time too, like, I'm too effing old to do this shit. Like, I've already spun around this block a few times. Like,
a broke man has not found his purpose yet. Without a purpose, a man is nothing. Men value whom they invest on. So if he's not investing in you, he does not value you. Since we are women, we'll never understand how much purpose is to a man. He will never feel like a true man unless he has worked his ass off to deserve you. A man who is pursuing a woman and he knows that his finances are not stable has his priorities backwards.
Honey, did it ever occur to you that some people just don't care about money? Please don't be silly. We're talking serious. You don't want to end up with a loveless marriage, do you? Me, loveless? That's right. Because if a girl's spending all of her time worrying about the money she doesn't have, how is she going to have any time for being in love?
Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter of how much of an independent woman you are. Men value other men. Due to their ego, they care about the validation they get from other men. You being a woman doing everything while you have a man in the house truly shows other men how much of an incapable man he is. So now he has impregnated you, giving you children that he knows very damn well that he cannot fully support. The financial responsibility lies upon the woman. So when do you get the time to be in love with such a man? To fully access your femininity as a woman, to enjoy motherhood and truly care for your kids when you constantly worry about what they're going to eat. And the logical thing that he could possibly do when you bring children for him in this world that he knows that he cannot provide for is to run. Because he knows that he has a man, he has not really fulfilled his obligations. He has not found his purpose. So leave broke man alone. Stop giving lineages to man who has not fully accessed his financial stability. That's the exact reason why this video was created in the first place. Children being born into poverty has risen due to the fact that broke men has accessibility to women. They have their priorities backwards. Instead of pursuing their purpose, they are pursuing women. Therefore, creating a chain reaction where their lineage continuously reap poverty. Since they also don't have financial stability, their lineage reap poverty. This is why we say broke men should not be procreating with women, nor having access to women to avoid such. I'm sorry to bust a little bubble, but men do not set the dating market. It's women who set the dating market. And then men follow through with that desire. Since men objectify us women, men need us as tools in their games with other men. And what is a man without tools? Definitely a loser. And what do men value most? Validation from other men. So the market is not set by broke men who do not have financial stability, who produce their offspring to be born into poverty, because the most important aspect of this is as a man ages, so as the quality of a sperm that he produces. Such men with their ineffective belief systems, their misogynistic belief systems, what do they get when they go out into the world? They get automatic failure because they are so entitled to success, so entitled to women, so they get neither. They get no women, they get no success. And the most effective logical thing he could possibly do is to get mad and then pursue younger girls who are impressionable so that he can gain leverage to gain male validation that can close in the gap that he is insignificant. He is broke with no money and he preys on little girls, forgetting that he is not set in the dating market. Women are the source. First, his thinking system is outdated. He produces low quality sperm. He's getting overweight. He's aging.
Y'all saw that girl talking about her broke boyfriend, but he has an amazing personality and she don't know what to do. She even says that she pays for vacation, pays for dinner, but she has the mindset of, well, I feel like I need to work for two people instead of one. I'm not gonna lie, that's the red flag. How is your girl outworking you in the relationship? You guys both have responsibilities. You guys both have a place to stay, separate places, but he's always having to fix things on the houses, but you have responsibilities as well. Once she said, I feel like I need to work for two people instead of one, that's the red flag for me. For my personal opinion, I would work harder than I would want my girl to work. If I'm with someone and there comes down to a time of who's going to work the two jobs, who's going to work the three jobs, it's good enough that she works one. There's a point in time where you're going to have to step up and figure it out. That's the whole point of women wanting to rely on you. You know how to bring out the feminine energy. Now, I hope she appreciates it once it comes to the situation. But for me personally, I wouldn't really want my girl to think that she needs to work harder than me.
Respectfully, just leave him. Let that man be to himself. Let him figure his life out. Let him be the best version of himself. Let him find who he is meant to find when that time comes. Because if he's not enough, or he's just doing just enough to get by and it doesn't appease you, find somebody else. Because at the end of the day, if you got to go on social media to give validation or advice from other people who do not know your man truly the way you do, you are already behind the eight ball. So leave that man alone. You have every right to leave and you have every right to stay. It's your decision. But the worst thing you can ever do is ask for advice from strangers who are more than likely going to enrich your relationship with negativity. They're going to sit there and say, sprinkle, sprinkle. If he wanted to, he would. If you broke, just say that. Like, you're literally giving these people ammunition to call your man the worst things in the world, yet they do not know him whatsoever. So leave that man alone. Let him live his life. Because the grass is not greener on the other side. It's better to have a person with character, morals, and loves you internally than somebody who only just has money. But like I said, if it doesn't work for you, move on. Do him and yourself a favor and find who is meant for you.
That is no excuse. I too dated a broke guy before. And you know what he did when I wanted something? He stole it. If he wanted to, he would.
Some women will get on here and unapologetically shame their man needs to be studied, okay? Because she got on the World Wide Web during Joe Biden's dementia-fueled run as president of the United States and was like, my man has no emotion. What do I do? Like, you know how much broke women I've dated over the years? And not once have I gotten... No, I have multiple times. But the difference is if you're a broke man, you kind of just got to let people like shame you and laugh at you for being poor. But if you're a broke woman, you can kind of just say you're looking for a provider and everyone will kind of turn a blind eye to it. But also, how broke do you have to be for your girl to get on here and be like, guys, my man is so broke. What do? I need answers. There's a slight implication there that he's so broke himself that he gave her like a contact brokenness, like he made her broke by proxy, like he spread it like it was a disease. So I'm really asking, like how poor is this man? Like he must be living not paycheck to paycheck. He got to be living like shift to shift if it's like this. What was crazy is she was saying it was fine before because she had money and she would pay for everything and it was cool. But now that she's broke, she's looking at his brokenness kind of crazy now. And it's like, girl, he was broke when y'all met, and he stood 10 toes on his brokenness ever since. You, on the other hand, had money and became broke, and somehow this post is still about him? Like, your stock plummeted and you're looking at the shareholder crazy? I'm not defending him saying that you shouldn't leave him because he's broke. I'm saying you never should have dated him because he's broke. Like, we can't act like this is new information being presented to the case. Like, you knew going in what he was. Genuinely, like, how broke is he? Like, does his balance not have a comma? Because the thing is, she mentioned, like, paying for trips for the both of them, which just seems like extracurricular activity to me. Like, when people say dating's expensive, you have to do X, Y, and Z, you really don't. Like, when you're dating someone, you really don't have to do that much, okay? But the thing is, a lot of people on the internet, especially, they aren't dating for the person. They're dating for a particular lifestyle, which is, like, cool. Like, y'all can do that, but, like, accept it for what it is. So you getting on here being like, oh, man, he's broke. What do I do to kind of, like, justify a way of, like, leaving him because he's broke that doesn't make you feel like a bad person? Just leave him. Like, it's cool because the relationship is already over. And I know she's like, oh, he's, like, the best personality ever, yada, yada, yada. Look, you do not get on here and tell us how financially unstable your partner is and then live happily ever after. Just not how it works. Okay, so save y'all both some time, get out of that relationship, get you that rich man. And I know parts of this video probably came off harsh, so to prove I'm not bashing Shorty, I'm gonna give her 2 put-ups. All right, put-up number 1. I think it was very charitable for her to deal with that brokey for that long, okay? Couldn't be me, couldn't be a lot of us, as a matter of fact. Put-up number 2, I feel like she's more attractive than him. That's the vibe I'm getting. And I'm like, see, it leaves me no choice but to respect it.
At this point, I know y'all seen that video where that girl was sitting there talking about how her boyfriend broke and he had no money in like a few months to be able to do anything for them. She been paying for everything that they've been doing, every date, trip, anything that they've been going to do. She been funding that shit. And that video went hella viral, bro. It's 2 key takeaways from that video that I noticed, right? The first being, bro, if you a man, as a man, you have to have money to be able to date, bro. Like, to be in a relationship, like, you are dating for 2 people, basically. It's not no you by yourself no more or nothing like that. Like, you have to understand that, like, if you're going to date and you want to go do something, you got to think to yourself, damn, do I have enough money to do that for 2 people? You know what I'm saying? Like, because you don't want to end up in a situation where you end up being broke, right? And I get it, you know what I'm saying? Like, after you've been together for a while, you know, things change because I don't know exactly how long they was together. Something might happen, you might lose your job or something like that, and then, you know, she got to come in and, you know, help you out, you know? Damage control, do her thing, right? Woo, woo. And that's cool. But, like, how long you end up staying down is a little crazy. She said he had been down for, like, 4-5 months. Something around that time, right? Like, that's a little too long, you know what I'm saying? That's a little excessive, right? The second thing with that is, that would have been my 13th reason. I would have got out of here, bro. The fact that she posted that video, and, like, he probably gonna end up seeing that shit somewhere. Somebody gonna show him that video and he gonna be like, damn, so this is how she feel about me. I couldn't do it, bro.
I said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. There's a reason why I stitched men. Men care about how other men see them. They don't really care about anything else but the image that how are other men going to see me. I must care about his personality. As if I go to the shop and buy with his personality. As if they go to the shop to buy with my personality. It's interesting how that he can be the most amazing person in the world, but if he has no money, we'll eventually end up despising one another. This is the system that we live in. Let's not be Dululu. It was never the Sululu. And to all the men that says, oh, leave him and spare him. Because some of you are in the situation. You're brokies depending on your girlfriends. And you're afraid. You're afraid that your girlfriend might see this and be like, oh no, I made a mistake.
In the very beginning, he's going to be very nice. He's going to be very charming. He's going to give you lots of sex. But I'm going to tell you what's brewing inside of him. That jealousy and that envy. He envies the fact that you are so ambitious. You're a go-getter. Everything that you have, you worked your ass off for it. Your college degrees, your home, your car, your job title, your career, the nice clothes that you wear, everything, your whole lifestyle, you worked your ass off for it. And he's not going to be able to hide his envy or resentment, but for so long in that relationship until he starts bullying you and degrading you. Then he will deliberately go out and find a woman the total opposite of you to cheat on you, to break you and humble you. If he's broke, then he's fucking miserable and he's going to make you miserable as well.